Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video with me, Quinto Plays. Today we're going to discuss the Premier League fixture list. I say list, it's going to be just purely opening day fixtures. So, opening the Premier League 23-24 season will be Burnley versus Manchester City. Obviously Man City get an easy game, whatever, not fixed, don't care. So, I mean, all we're going to see here is a Man City win. I mean, anything other than that is what? Played 16 times against each other. Burnley have won 1 in them 16. And City have won 12 with them drawing 3. I only see this going one way, so City for the win there. Burnley might pull out a shock. Company returning to City might pull a shock, but no, not for me. Not for me. So yeah, I can only see the old City winning that game. That was awkward. And that's Friday night, 8 o'clock. On the Saturday morning is the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. They have played 12 times. Nottingham Forest winning twice, Arsenal winning 7, and them also drawing 3 times. This game I actually see being a bit more close. I still think an Arsenal win, but I do think Nottingham Forest will give them a good game. I'm not going to predict scores because I don't know that transfers. There's loads to be involved in. That's just ridiculous for me to predict a score. Nottingham could pull out and go and sign for friggin' world class players, so that would just be done with me. So yeah, I do see Arsenal winning that. But that's an interesting game. That's a very tight affair. Next up, Bournemouth versus West Ham. Their head-to-head has been very close. They've played each other 12 times, 3 draws, 4 wins to Bournemouth, 5 wins to West Ham. I can see a draw if not West Ham winning that one. Especially after they've just got rid of Gary O'Neill. For what reason, nobody knows yet, but I'm sure it will come out. Silly decision. He did really well for him. I said in my previous video. If you haven't, go check it out. Yeah, I don't really get that in the slightest, but it is what it is. That's their decision. That's why they're an owner and I'm not. But yeah, a draw or West Ham win. Next up is Brighton versus Luton. I can only see Brighton winning here, especially they've signed some good new players, which is interesting for them. And yeah, I just don't see Luton doing anything of any note really. Head to head won't let me. They never played each other. This is the first ever meeting league wise, I'm guessing, between Brighton and Luton. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I can only see a Brighton win. Again, not going to predict the score. But yeah, Brighton to probably pick them apart quite comfortably in the end. Probably one of the most played fixtures I'd rate in this list. Everton versus Fulham. I think Fulham probably probably win that game, but I don't think it's an easy game. I don't know. A draw or a Fulham win. Previous head-to-heads, they've played 32 times. Everton have won 18 of them games. Fulham have won 11, and they've drawn 3 times. Seems a very reoccurring theme here that everybody draws 3 times. Yeah, depends on the additions ultimately, but we'll see. But I think Fulham win that. Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. Sheffield United obviously back in the Premier League, Bramall Lane. I think Palace just. I'm very much going for the Prem sides, but the Prem sides, they're all Prem. Very much going for the teams who have been in the Prem. But yeah, Palace for me to take that. I think they're just the better team. But transfers, who knows? But yeah, Palace to nick it. They've played 6 times in their history. 2 in Sheffield United, 4 to Palace, 0 draws. Interesting. Next up, Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Wow, that's the most played game so far. 52 meetings between them. Newcastle going into the season as... I'm not sure what they'll be going into the season with. But it's going to be an interesting one for them because the limit they hit last season was very high, so now it's about maintaining that. Will they do it? I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, 52 meetings between them, 16 draws, so the most draws out of everyone so far. But 24 wins to Newcastle, 12 to Villa. I'm surprised about that. I thought Villa would have had a couple more wins because there was a point Villa were better than Newcastle, but you know, who do I see going that? Yeah, Newcastle probably. Newcastle will draw. I don't think Villa will come out on top on that, but who knows? It's the Premier League. Next up is Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspur. 4 meetings in their whole time. 1 win to Brentford, 1 to Tottenham, and 2 draws. So that's an interesting one. That's tighter than I thought it would be. I think they both won at their respective grounds. Tottenham to have a good start under Ange, or whatever is it Ange? I don't know how you pronounce his name, but yeah. I don't know, maybe. But I'm going to go Brentford. I'm going to go a bit different for this one. I think Brentford are going to take the 3 points here and send Tottenham packing home crying about how they're going to have another bad season. Now, Liverpool versus Chelsea. Exactly, or Chelsea, sorry, versus Liverpool. Exactly the game that I thought would be the most played game in out of all this week's games. 62 games played between one another. Chelsea have had 21 wins, Liverpool have had 23, and they've had 18 draws. That's very close, but that doesn't help that one team is much better than the other one every year. Boring last year though. They were pretty sure it was 2 draws, like rubbish. I'm gonna go with my own team here, Liverpool. I do think they'll win it because I think they're gonna have a point to prove this season. Chelsea will as well, but I think Liverpool, they've already got everything. They just didn't work out last season. Chelsea have got a bit of a rebuild still, and they're under a new manager. So, you know, I think Liverpool win. Me not being biased, I'm sure. And then last but not least, Manchester United versus Wolves. They have had 18 encounters, 11 wins to United, 4 wins to Wolves, and 3 draws, which is again a reoccurring theme. United to win this. I think they're going to be up there with going for the Prem this season. But yeah, I think United win. Overall, who got the best game out of all of that? Man City. Man City got the best first opening fixture out of all of those. Who got the worst? Well, based off who Man City getting the best, Burnley got the worst. But who also got bad ones? I think Luton got a bad one, but anyone would have been bad by our newly promoted side with them. Bournemouth probably got a difficult one with West Ham. And then Wolves away to United. Yeah, so just a quick little video here. Just wanted to look at the opening day fixtures. If you want to see more stuff like this, again, hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And yeah, thanks so much for watching this. I will be back with another video, I'm sure, very soon. Thanks so much, and bye.